Here we are, the Game 3 decider of Group D, lower bracket round 1 between Complexity and Fnatic. One of these teams about to find themselves in the BO1s of Doom. The other, still might, or they, could take on OG. But as it stands, it's Complexity and Fnatic. Carl, you had a lot of thoughts to say about this draft. What do you got?
The Jug. You pick Bat into Jug. Lean into Jug. Bat into Jug. I mean, I said at the start of the series, right?
Why not Bat into Jug?
Because it's a hard counter. You can't outlane a Jug, especially you have an instant Hex on DJ. You've got the lockdown. It just is tough. It's an impossible lane down bottom for Z freaking monkeys. If they just, and now this I expect just a safe lane, tri lane, and it's like good luck, have fun.
So I mean, consider it a straight up counter, but why do you think Complexity then willing to pick it?
It's just Monkey's hero. He's playing 4 heroes right now: Sand King, Bat, Brood. We've seen 2 of those. I'm sorry, we've seen one of them, and now the second, and the Omni Knight he's added to his repertoire. That was banned out second phase. Don't know if they would have selected it. It was a bit awkward. I was surprised that they didn't just keep monkeys on the Sand King. I felt like there were more impactful 4 positions, but you're all in on this idea that you're going to be able to contest the Jug lane, and I just don't think you can. And we'll see how it pans out. Top lane, Ice against Enchantress Morphling. It's not as if you're really going to be able to zone out a Brew. He can pull creeps as much as he wants. See, Adam. This is cool, though. Adam you see what he did there. Drunken Brawler is dispellable. So he ran up there, he pops Enchant, and yeah, you get the 1 crit Ice, but now you're immediately going to have that removed. So that is a cool counter pick in this laning phase.
We'll see immediately jabs TP on up there. So it's going to be the 5 position Undying helping the off lane, leaving Shaman down bottom to deal with the Sand King plus Bat Rider, and it does seem like Sand King is going to be pulling some waves from behind the tower.
And I like the choice from Z-Freak. He didn't rush the boots, but he went for the Mango into fast boots because it's just not a lane you can contest. You don't want to be in a position where you're whittled down just a little bit and then all of a sudden you're gripped and you're spun on and you lose the lane. You can't contest this lane, as I said time and time again. So you just look to abuse creep pulling mechanics, jungles, stacks, and this is how you want to play this offlane. And then you can potentially look to get aggressive mid. If you stun a puck with Alina nearby, you will be able to find that kill.
All right, well, we'll see him pull this first wave and look to maybe free himself up to go for some of those rotations in a little bit. Back at mid, it's going to be this Puck versus Lina. So I mentioned, slightly Puck-favored matchup. Definitely a hero that has a lot of strong laning potential in the mid lane. You think it's going to be that one-sided, though, or should it just be okay for both?
Definitely Puck-favored. I remember my first experience with this matchup at TI5. I was the Lina. Dendy was the Puck. I got bodied. That was when I remember that game. We won, but I ended the game in like 8th place net worth, and my brother on Tusk was in 2nd, so. Not my greatest performance, but you got the W. That's what counts. Point is, it definitely Puck favored, for sure.
I'm not going to say anything, Kyle.
I said it all myself.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You did. Okay, back down bottom. So the Jug, farming fine. Bat Rider, not having a good time. Monkeys almost feels like he's playing support role. He's the one now going behind waves and looking to cut them. He has hit level 2.
This is fine though because you can't chase as DJ. You can see he's like thinking about it. He gets level 2, but it's cool now because Monkeys pulls it to the camp and now you just farm jungle in addition. And you can't do anything as a Rasta, and Jug can't leave the lane so long as you farm these camps to the left side instead of trying to go to your own hard
He wants the double wave first too, so he can get that double value from Firefly. He's going to get the double wave. Does he go for the triple wave? I don't think he is.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just what?
He's going for the triple wave.
What?
This is some NA Dota. They're ahead of the meta. Most people go for the double wave. In NA, you go for 3. And is it going to pay off? We're going to find back at mid. Abed, you mentioned the Sand King gank. He's being shackled on the creep wave. Now he's creep
Too many waves.
Yeah. Monkey's in trouble. Back at mid. Abed with the DD. He gets the kill on Lip right before going down himself. Monkeys, I don't know if this is going to work. He needs the napalm to help him out. Are these creeps going to die? They're being denied, and Firefly will wear off fairly soon. Okay.
Oh my
And he didn't get them.
Why 3? Monkeys forever.
He's going to right-click him 1, but he can't right-click him because Shaman's going to shackle him 2 if he's not careful. He loses the rage creep. It's a bloody disaster.
Oh my god, it's so many denies. 9 denies.
Oh no.
It hurts. It hurts me deep inside. What was wrong with 2 creep waves? And look, Z-Freak makes the right play. He rotates, but that's why the play is bad for Monkey. Your Sand King is protecting you on this pull, not the next one. And he then shows mid, as you said, Abed outplaying. But God, 9 denies.
Don't go full NA Dota, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm tilted. I'm actually tilted watching. Like, I can feel the pain, all right?
I mean, I just felt
top lane, hang on.
Entertaining to watch. 9 denies. Ice getting ganked with the clap there. And that's a 3-man rotation. Unsuccessful and dying to a tier 2 tower. Just normal 5-position support things. And this laning stage has kind of fallen apart from Collective. It's already a 1k plus gold lead at 4 minutes in.
Monkeys is, like, literally thrown his lane. Like, completely. He's now alone against Jug Rasta. If he just gets the waves in the jungle camp, Z-Freak sits by him, they would have both hit level 3. Monkeys would already be level 4. But more importantly, he would have health and mana. And he's now in a position where he's just trying to contest by himself, but you're hard countered in lane. If he catches a shackle near Jug, he's just dead. And look at this. He might just be dead if he can get
back at top. A jab's being gone on. He will escape to the trees, but top lane Z-Freak with a central ward down. He's going to get right-click down. Ice is there. They want 3-4-3. Does have the stick charges, but not many points in the untouchable, so it does look like they may look to just chase him down. Ice has a clap in a couple of seconds, and he's going to look to stay nice and close. One more right-click. There's a no shrine. We're 15 seconds away from that one. There is bounty runes coming up, and that's why Z-Freak comes back top, perhaps looking to contest them. We'll have a stun to try and use to get it. It's back at bottom. Monkey's going to be forced back. Abed is looking for limp here. Abed's just trying to juke the sun. Will do so with the phase shift and not go for the aggressive orb right away. He does go orbing forward, not going to jaunt. He does now. Wants maybe limp south. Back at top, Z-Freak wants DJ. And it's going to be sniped by Miracle as Limp looking for a Dragon Slayer.
Oh, no.
Abed gets stunned onto the creep wave here. There's some good damage. Limp is out of attack range, but the orb forward here gets the Waning Rift to follow it up. Who's going to win the battle? The phase shift is there, and it's going to be Limp getting the kill this time. Another 1-for-1 trade as both mid laners showing off their laning prowess in different ways.
Oh, yeah. There is no cowardice in this mid lane. Both Limp and Abed known for their aggressive play styles and relatively equally matched. They have a lot of experience.
It's more like Abed willing to dive towers to go for Limp.
Sure.
Limp's just like, I'm going to hold my ground because
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. If he runs, he probably dies.
They've played against each other so many times. Abed spent that entire year in NA. They were the 2 highest rated NA players for over a year. Like, it was just constant Limp queuing into Abed, and whatever team Bulba was on, he'd try and make sure Abed won. That's a long time ago, though.
I was letting the silence linger.
That's cool. You're good at that. Okay, Monkeys Forever. He sticks with just the 2 waves this time down bottom. He's going to clean them up. However, a teleport coming in from MP.
He's not got mana for Omni Slash, it looks like, down bottom.
He had a mango, though.
Okay, there we go. Is he going to go for it? No. Looks like we're going to keep our eyes on top lane. 3-4-3, jungling it up on this Enchantress, and it looks like the Jug TP will not amount to any kills.
Yep, but he is still free farming, and that is a bit of a concern of your complexity. It's not the previous game where you had these 2 very strong heroes that also countered the enemy core. Morph is very good against the Jug, but against a Puck, the damage amp of an Undying and Inevitable Spirit Vessel, and all the lockdown from Fnatic, it's a tougher game to play for sure.
Z-Freak still trying to just stay behind enemy lines, trying to see what he can set up here. Has 3-4-3 here, hoping for a nice creep pickup.
It's interesting. I'm not sure. I think Abed wants to get aggressive sooner rather than later, so his rotations are going to be what we want to watch. Don't think Limp is going to be able to do as many rotates. He's just going to look to farm woods now. Has a bunch of stacks he made himself and clear out a hard camp and look to probably return middle. Z-Freak there for now.
We've seen this last game as well, where Z-Freak just takes over the mid lane to get his levels and a bit of farm as soon as Limp's able to go jungle or something. Here we go. Monkeys pulling 2 waves once again. Yeah, he's learned. You don't go 3. Stick with the 2. Needs to be careful. Shadow Shaman has TP'd in, and Mago looking for him. If he's not careful here, is going to get shackled under the creep wave. We'll be able to farm these up. The Puck orbing in as well. MP's going to go for the spin, not the Omni Slash, and it's DJ sniping the kill with the Ether Shock.
Yep, nice movement. It's all about DJ's plays here. He's already got Arcanes up. Wow, only 8 minutes into the game. Abed's going to get real lucky bottom. Finds an Invis rune with CoL active. This is the dream rune for a Puck. He's got Teleport active as well. He'll show himself mid, but now if he goes off map at any point in the next 2 minutes, everyone on CoL's got to be careful, especially the Morphling up top, who's playing with 400 HP. He would die in a burst combo out of Invis from Abed.
Yeah, they'll at least see the Invis now and be aware of it with Abed showing, but like you say, the TP rotation can just happen so quickly that you can't have everyone just playing under their towers defensively. for now. It's going to be just Arbed sitting mid, keeping that lane pushed out, and instead it's going to be the supports rotating on in. Jabs with the Undying. Moonwalking, I think, accepting his death there with Limp rotating in. There wasn't much they could do, and Complexity have 4 heroes up top. Monkey's coming in on the Bat Rider after dying down bottom, I think, deciding that he needs to join up with his team. He can't keep playing alone down bottom. He's just going to keep getting picked off.
The concern again for CoL, though, it's similar to that first game where I think that their lack of team fight could be exploited here by Fnatic. If there's a high ground tomb, if you think, look at these teams and imagine they just, fight American Revolutionary War style, line up in a row and just go at each other, and everyone gets their spells off, Fnatic's going to win that fight because they just have so much power in these R buttons. Whereas CoL, it's the same as that second game. They need to find a kill, and then the next kill, and then the next kill. Mostly on the backs of a double stun combo. Previously, it was the Lesh Shanking. Now you've got the Lina SK, a Bat Rider, potentially last. So you need 100 to 0 these heroes if you want to take anybody down.
And until you get things, like a Blink Dagger on Bat Rider, trying to burst heroes from 100 to 0 is can be tricky to do.
Yeah. And I like what they've done. You can see Z-Freak now the one cutting bottom wave. They recognize, look, we can never play into the Jug. We don't want to. He's going to free farm. Our Morph will eventually be the stronger hero. Let's keep playing behind tower and just collect free gold from these waves. Bounty Rune spawning in a sec. Z-Freak's walking straight into the Jug.
Yeah, there's no Sandstorm. He has got a Fire Strike, and he's trying to position himself so that he can go from high ground to low ground and get himself back to the mid lane where Jabs is waiting with a Tombstone here. This zombie not going to be able to do a whole lot. Gets a second one, trying to slow down Z-Freak, but unable to get the kill. It's back at top where Ice does not have his level 6 yet. We're at 10 minutes in. No level 6 on the Brewmaster. Neither support level 6 as well. They'll buy the Tomb of Experience now. We'll see where it ends up. I don't imagine Jabs is buying it for himself. More likely we'll see him pass it over to DJ.
Yep, and they do get 3 Bounty Runes on the side of Complexity as well. Okay. And all were bottled, which is quite nice. Easy value. Limp going for the Treads into Yule's build. I like Treads. You want that raw HP when you're playing against this high burst of a puck. You don't want to be in a position. Phase just don't help you too much, and Brown Boots just really not a thing on Lina. I like the choice here. He's going to continue to try and play aggressive. Standing on top of a Radiant Ward, however, might want to be a little safe. Concern for 3-4-3's game impact as well. The Ench is great in the laning phase. It's part of why this Brewmaster is so low level, to your point. But what does an Ench do as the game continues? Like, he can have creeps and provide auras, but that's about it. His damage output's not there.
Yeah, especially in that 5-position role. Monkeys up top, I think, recognizing that this lane is being collapsed upon. Drugs rotate in. DJ he's got a TP. He's not using it now. He's sticking around, but Z-Freak is searching every nook and cranny until he's going to find him. Arbed's actually TP'd and rotate on the puck here. They've got detection for the Sand King, so it looks like they're going to switch their attention over there. Limp is going to Laguna Blade down DJ, and it looks like Puck could be in some trouble with the Ice Brewmaster split rotation. They want to take this fight. The lasso is there. Arbed can't throw himself out there. There's going to be a Z-Freak Forest Strike that's going to help bring down Arbed, and he does end up dying here. The Z-Freak Sand King still invis for now, but he goes out of the Sandstorm, and with the tower hits, they are going to end up bringing him down. Limp's managed to stay alive against the Brewmaster split. The Flamebreak's going to push Ice even further back towards Complexity, and he's trying to stay alive, but with the Morphling rotation as well, Complexity have numbers, and Ice could just be dead here. Jabs as well, just trying to hug the tree. Once Limp gets very low. He's on a sliver of health. He'll still survive, and Fnatic get destroyed underneath their tier 1 bottom tower.
Yeah, Z-Freak, I forgot that the new leash mechanic prevents Sand King stun. So as soon as you coil Z-Freak, he is no longer able to contribute. But he was under the Sandstorm the whole time, did so much damage. And Miracle, not just showing up to finish those kills, he gets both last hits and he kills the tower. That is huge. And that, Jug was just farming top that whole time, took a tower as well. But Miracle just suddenly is almost pulling even. This is great for CoL. They have that matchup advantage if their Morph is able to just really stay even with the Jug. The Scotty timing post-Manta, you're unkillable.
This is something we saw a bit last game with Miracle. And that game on a more traditional fighting hero, the Ursa, but he's a player that's more than happy to get involved early in the action.
Yep.
He's not going to just stay in his lane and hit creeps when he can. And we're seeing it here on the Morphling. MP, on the other hand, playing those carries, not getting active as much as what we're seeing out of the Morphling.
And we would sort of say, Fnatic, they've got the team fight edge, but their catch, their just ability to find pickoffs is weak. Whereas CoL, now you've got the Morph. We always know that this hero is going to be playing the outskirts of the map, looking to teleport in, but Monkeys, he's got bots up, so CoL, they're going to be able to play really faster on the map, and Limp misses the stun. Thought he might look to turn around on the Jug here, but Omni Slash is a threat, and Limp, you're actually maybe just getting yourself killed here.
He's hugging the creeps. He's trying to stop the Omni Slash, but instead it's going to be an Omni Slash. Doesn't bounce back to Limp, so Limp's going to stay alive. He hugged those creeps perfectly, and MP, he may have dodged a couple of stuns there, but He's in some trouble. He's been lassoed to pull him away from the lead, and MP may just die here. His Omni Slash on cooldown. They need to get this healing ward. It's
Limp
keeping MP alive. Z-Freak gets the stun and the healing ward. MP is dead. Limp did end up going down to jabs in the trees.
That one hit, he died with maybe like 20 health. 20 more health, he survives there. But he gets the stun off even, but the last hit from the Undying popped him in the cast time.
I mean, we're seeing Limp in a lot of these 1v1-esque battles. First, it was mid lane against the Puck. Then it's there against the Jug. Both of the players, you know, Jug's trying to Blade Fury dodge the LSA. Like, he's trying to LSA as Blade Fury ends, and then Jug's like, okay, I know you're going to do this, so I'm going to juke back. And
it's a well-played game. I think that individually, like in these micro maneuvers, like Limp is an incredibly good player, as are most of the players at this major. It's just kind of the nature of the game. A few million players. He's your best 80. 80? Yeah, 80. Oh, that's cool. But anyway, point is, cool, I guess. But Miracle, he does surpass the Jug there, and he was just farming that whole time, whereas MP, of course, you do eventually find that kill, but you die to pay the price. And he's going for this Yasha Maelstrom build, not the Battle Fury, so he's not going to accelerate as fast as he could. But oh, look at this Miracle, though.
Oh, the Shackles was a second too late, and by a second I mean a millisecond, as DJ dropped the wards and did a Hex into Shackles, but he's going to get punished himself by the morphing Shadow Shaman. DJ will get chased down. He gets some more damage off here, but
give that kill to Miracle, please. Oh, split up top. They get the stun of all monkeys as well. He should go down here. Did he click the bounty rune? Yes, he did. Yeah. No Firefly, so he should pay for that rune with a death here. But he does get split. 500 gold, though, going to ice. Oh, my God. He also passes him in net worth. I swear, sometimes I feel like the kill gold numbers just, like, don't make sense.
Yeah, 15 minutes. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Gold.
Like, Monkeys loses 170 and gives 500. Was he on a streak or something? No, he wasn't. That's just Dota 2. Gold net worth disparity, I guess, because he was ahead. There was a bit of a multiplier attached. I don't know. I'll have to look at the math. If Alan's watching, help me out. Heals go out to be complete on Limp. Keeping pace with Abed, who just finished his Veil. He'll have Blink up in about 800 gold. I think that's the timing for Fnatic to get more active. You don't have this initiator at the moment to find a fight. But once the Blink is active, we will. Jabs breaks the smoke on the high ground. Really well done. Even if he dies there, it's going to be worth.
Yeah. And it was Batrider went for this Boots of Travels first. So can be a lot more active on the map, but in a sense, but at the same time doesn't have that Blink for initiation just yet. It's going to be Z-Freak Sand King with the Blink that they're looking to find those pickoffs on. Bad. Jaunts away after the orb, gets 3-4-3 down low. It looks like Sand King did go burrow striking in, back above the Roshan pit. There we go. There's Z-Freak, gets orbed on.
Dusted.
Yeah, he's dusted.
He was very alone.
He blinked
very alone.
I think he chased the Puck jaunt. Like, the Puck jaunted away, and he maybe just thought they were going to chase and try to kill the Puck. He went for a Blink stun, and their entire Fnatic team was there.
Oh, now Adam is in no man's land, unfortunately running right on top of a ward, so he will be sandwiched in. Abed will happily collect a free bonus kill, and both complexity supports go down. That evens up the kill score and gives the slight gold lead to Fnatic.
It's, after two one-sided games in a sense, it's neck and neck so far here, 17 minutes in. Limp needs to be careful up top. Brewmaster does not have Splint.
We like this.
Just, yeah, it's the good news.
He's going to do that wrap around all the way through the trees using his Quelling Blade to cut through, or he'll turn around. Man, I swear every time I say something, it feels like the opposite happens.
Yeah, I mean, Limp's Lena was actually going greedy, going for another wave. I don't think Ice expected this, but DJ was there, ready to punish it, gets the ward traps with the Shackles to follow it up. Limp's trying to break his way through. One more volley from the Surfboards. He loses vision, though. Limp throws an LSA, doesn't actually catch DJ. One more right click is not enough. Limp, I mean, you mentioned some of his individual mechanics plays, and he is up there with the best of them at this tournament.
Indeed. I mean, that was very, very greedy, but he fortunately is able to look at the teleport off. Very surprising that he made that work. I like Ice. He's actually going to go for the Midas. I've seen Brax do this a lot as well. A bunch of other Brewmasters too. And in this sort of game, when your carry is outmatched in that one-to-one, like who counters who type deal, you need to ensure that if the game continues, you will scale. And with the Midas, with the talents, like we've seen the 100 attack speed at 20, and then the crit chance damage at level 25. If this game goes as late as it could, and very likely will be 30-40 minutes plus, he will be a force in the DPS department. Now Monkeys looks like he is caught And in fact, he is. That's the blink on Puck coming into play. Aether Lens as well on DJ, so the initiation range has nearly doubled for this Fnatic side.
We're kind of in this state where both sides are trying to be as greedy as possible, and that's, Bat Rider getting a bit too greedy, going for a wave that he shouldn't, and when you've got catch, like you mentioned, the blink and the Aether Lens, you're going to be able to punish it from time to time.
Manta on Miracle now, though, so he doesn't fear Puck nearly as much. A lot more kill potential, too. You can see CoL, they're hovering around this tier 2 tower, but unlike that first game, they actually have somebody that can hit it for some substantial DPS.
Yep. Yeah, the Manta's fully out, but he's still sitting on a decent amount of strength. I think knowing that if he gets hexed from Fog by like a Shadow Shaman, he is still very killable, so he needs to make sure he has enough health for that.
Yeah, it's looking good. I think both sides are comfortable in their position. We're going to have bounty runes and catapults in 45 seconds.
And you mentioned, the head-to-head between Morph and Jug is more favored, but it's, it's a 5v5 game. It doesn't feel like, to me at least, either team has a significant advantage going late game.
Yeah, especially with the itemization that's come out. Limp is going to be going, like, no one is really snowballing ahead. Jabs, though, he will die. And that's nice because there's no one dying now to set up for the bounty rune engagements. And you can see CoL, they're just completely dominating this bottom side of the map. But what does that mean? Look to the pit. Radiant, this is the advantage when we get into these split moments where the teams are mirroring each other around the map. Radiant can go Roche. Dire, unfortunately, nothing doing, and they have no idea this is happening. It is a bit surprising. The Vlad's Brew and the Rost Awards with the assistance of the right clicks from MP, you're not even taking damage, and they're going to finish Roche uncontested.
Yeah. Puck was even showing mid and clearing waves with this Veil pickup, and they're going to get an uncontested Roshan.
And that's the side advantage. Look at it. Cut the map in half.
Yeah.
You got Dire on the bottom, Radiant on top. There's only one boss, unfortunately. If there were a Drake or some sort of dragon over in the Radiant bottom woods, maybe it'd be a bit different. But for now, this is why Radiant wins 57% of the games in Pro Dota 2.
Yeah, we're not that kind of game. We like our imbalanced maps here in Dota 2.
Agreed.
Yeah. And that adds that little bit of extra complexity to the game, where you have to adjust how you play when you're on that Dire side. And Z-Freak dusts it up. It's finally Fnatic rotating down bottom, feeling a bit more confident and gung-ho with an Aegis.
It is like, this is just Radiant Dota 101. I've done so many games over this past year, and it's always the same. They push top, you get the couple of towers, you get Roche, and then you can gather and look to group up bottom and just collect a couple free objectives, because there's a lot of gold in these safe lane towers that the Radiant team usually just ignores completely.
We've got 2 zombies on Limp, but they are going to die to the tower.
Tombstone used.
Yep, Tombstone was used. They're trying to get the slow so Shaman could catch up. As Puck, Abed, blinks away after the phase shift. He's still being chased down. The Flame Break is going to push him a little bit. Gets another jaunt off. And it's going to be Bat Rider still looking for him. Doesn't have the Blink Dagger up, but he's been slowed enough that they will get the lasso in. That should be the death of the Puck here. There's going to be another phase shift in just a second. He's going to have a blink as well. He should be able to blink the direction he's facing. No, he just couldn't quite get out of there in time.
Mess it up. If he has quick cast enabled, you are always able to blink out of phase shift.
It looked like he canceled the phase shift almost.
It did. I think he canceled it early.
His blink wasn't up when the phase shift ended, which it was max level. So I think he must have accidentally clicked and canceled phase shift.
Yeah, it's something I recommend. I think Abed does it. He probably just misclicked there, but you want to make sure when you're playing any sort of invulnerability into blink hero, OD, Puck notably, you want to bind your blink key to quick cast, and you literally just spam it while you're in that invulnerability state, and the first frame as you come out of it, you will blink in that direction, so long as you're facing that way. Yeah. And it's why you can see nearly 100% of the time a Puck will live there. Abed, of course, one of the best in the world. So, but everybody
rare mistake. That's the thing. He'll make that play. I feel like 9 times out of 10. But not perfect as Fnatic going to be slowed down, and they got this Aegis, but they were never really going to be looking to completely dominate the map because they're not that far ahead. The Aegis doesn't change the dynamic of the game that much.
Well, I think it's a good point. Like, this is one of those games where it's just, if nobody runs away with it, it's just going to take a while. It's really going to take some time. I think that your next big contest will be maybe the second Roche. And you can see Miracle playing with a ton of confidence. Halfway to Scotty has Manta. There's just no real way to kill him yet, although Brew blinking forwards has a split available.
They're going to go in, look for the Sand King here with the long-range shackles with the Aether Lens. They really want to bring down Z-Freak here. He is very tanky, and they even have to commit a coil for it. So a lot of resources used, but they still have the Primal Split. Elsewhere, MP took the Tier 1 bottom tower. But this is kind of Fnatic just playing a little bit more confident with the Aegis, but not like they're taking a huge team fight or really going high ground by any means.
Yeah, not super gung-ho, and I like the way that they're itemizing. They recognize the kind of the win conditions for CoL. A ton of single target, so Abed, he's going to go for the Lincolns. Manta on the Jug will be next as well. Just makes it difficult for Monkeys to ever get in, find that critical lasso. And the downside of the CoL lineup is that their sustained damage output in fights is almost all on the back of Miracle. Like especially with the limp build going the Yols into BKB rush.
So up top, Stolen Silence. I don't know if they've got the damage for this one, and Abed will fairly comfortably survive. Got down about 300 health, and with all that committed up top, they're actually going to drop the surfboards. They will go high ground because of the hero showing up top. Not sure how long they'll commit for this one. The Blade Fury plus Serpent Wards allowing them to do some okay damage to the tier 3 tower. The Glyph being used as well. They just know there's no lasso, and Monkey's TP's in for a Firefly, but he's going to get punished by the Ice 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 Blink Primal Split. Monkey's forced to Firefly away. They get the Shackles from long range, from the low ground on a Z-Freak Sanking here. It looks like they do finally manage to cancel it. That's the Enchantress from behind. Z-Freak's Blade Fury is going to help bring him down there, and DJ just going to TP himself on home, I think realizing he's got nothing left in the tank, and it seems like it's time for Fnatic to leave. Miracle showing up, and with the Primal Split wearing off, there's just not much left, but Abed, his cooldown's down. He gets a 3-man coil. He goes in with the Veil, and the damage coming out from his 2 nukes, and Miracle on the high ground, he's gone full strength. He's still alive, but he just doesn't do any right-click damage here. They somehow kept Z-Freak alive. The Blade Fury isn't going to be enough, but Abed's, his orb going on through, finishes off the Sand King, who's now dead for 70 seconds, and Fnatic have managed to get out without too many casualties. They don't take the tower, but some good damage being dealt.
That was sick from Abed. That I didn't even see it coming, and all of a sudden, 3-man Silence Coil turns that around, gets the dieback on Z-Freak. 3K gold lead secured for Fnatic, and just a well-executed fight. Again, you saw the lasso top. You see heroes showing, and immediately you've got Aegis, drop wards, use your spells in advance, right? I like that Ice is willing to just get in there, split. Worst case scenario, you're going to lose maybe a hero. But there's no chance Fnatic lose that fight unless one of these cores goes down before their spells are up. And Abed, not again. He had no blink, and he's just going to die here. Another miscue.
Not being the best performance from him this game. He's played well, by all means. Like they had a great team fight there, but the few small little mechanical misplays have cost him dearly. The nice thing about the timing of that bottom push, I don't think it was necessarily Fnatic's intent, but it happened such that once they backed off, they actually got all 4 bounty runes. Yeah. Because they were pushing around the 24-minute mark, and it was such a long, drawn-out fight. So they were able to TP top, get both, and also get the ones down bottom on their way back. So now a 4K gold lead as DJ completes his Glimmer Cape. This is one of those heroes that is going to scale very nicely with items as this game goes on. And that's where I feel like, Morphling can kind of beat a Jug in the late game as a 1-to-1 carry matchup, but there's so many other factors when you've got a Midas Brew, a Shadow Shaman who benefits so much from all the items that he can get. Fnatic are looking to immediately go in the aggressive once their cooldowns come back up.
And that does seem to be the play. They have the blink on Jug, bear in mind, Omni-Slash up in 10. So the aggressive style of MP will hurt his damage output, of course, but if they can find that initiation, their team fight is superior. They would be able to take a fight.
It's only 2, though. They're looking for a pick-off, whereas Complexity is looking for a team fight. They've got 4 heroes smoked up, rotating, and DJ's going to get caught by the stun here. They burst him down before he can get anything off. The Omni-Slash coming out on 3-4-3, but that's just an Enchantress kill. Blinking forward is the Batrider, looking for that lasso, and Ice Ice Ice. They get the LSA off of the Yule Scepter. Can they keep Ice 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 alive? With the Linken's play, it's not enough. He still gets lasso. The Primal Split is not there just yet. He gets the kill just barely before he goes down, and MP's forced to Blade Fury and run away. Nice stun from Z-Freak, catches out 2. This is the puck just after coming back to life. Abed needs to find a way out of this one. He has got the blink. Can he? Yep, he blinks the way he's facing. This time he's on point with the escape, and they're forced to focus the Tombstone. Too many zombies coming into play. Lexi, nice smoke move, catching Fnatic by surprise.
Yeah, Miracle played that entire fight almost on full strength. So you can see these stuns have max knockback and duration. They were able to find Ice. I'm so shocked. He got a huge soul rip heal, tanked, had Lincoln's applied on him. Monkeys actually waited it out. I think somebody canceled it. They didn't have Laguna, and the whole Sanking ult was actually Yols by Limp, but still find the kill.
Grabs gets found in the trees, but they get trapped in some Serpent Wards as a result of this one. DJ, he's been given the Lincoln Sphere, and Miracle's just trapped in these Serpent Wards. Gets the waveform out now. Can they chase him down? MP, he wants to go hunting here. Unfortunately, Abed was stuck in the Serpent Ward himself. The TP out, he steals the Blade Fury of the Juggernaut, so he can actually TP on home. Great individual play from Miracle. Z-Freak will get punished for it, but you can see Limp, he's impressed by what Miracle did there. Gives them the tip.
That was a Z-Freak play, because if he doesn't stun the Jug, Miracle dies through the teleport, 100%. He had Manta available and a ton of right-click damage. Z-Freak gives his life. No buyback. to save his core. And they're going to immediately go for Jug.
Well, yeah.
Healing Ward alive.
Gets the Lincoln Sphere, so at least the Laguna Blade maybe not something he's afraid of, and MP will get the Blade Fear off. He's being healed back up as well with the help of the Soul Rip, and now they're going to get the Shackles coming out onto the Morphling, but he's full strength. He's very tanky. The LSA is going to cancel those Shackles, though. They need to protect DJ. DJ backing off here. It's Limps Lena who is taking a bit of damage there as 343 goes in way too aggressive with the Enchantress. Another blink forward. Abed playing so aggressive with this Arcane Rune. He just wants to punish. The low cooldown on the Waning Rift Illusionary Orb giving him so much aggressive potential as Fnatic will now focus a tier 2 tower. And
I have, like, just don't play enough Morphling to know if this is the move here, but Miracle is playing all of these fights with like 3k health. So his damage output is not there. They don't have any real physical damage. Tons of stuns, of course, but like this is a very low damage Morphling at this phase of the game. Usually you'll see him hitting for like 200 plus. This is the least health I've seen him have in the last 5-10 minutes. And I understand there's a lot of burst potential, but you do have the Manta. You could finish the Scotty. I think you definitely need to go spend that gold because you're only 2k behind Jug, but if you hold 3 on yourself, you might as well be 5. And it does look like that will be his decision. The Scotty now complete. A lot more damage output possible. Roche spawning in 1 minute.
We're hoping
Bounty runes in 30.
Yeah. Oh, that's perhaps why they're smoking here. They were hoping for a pick off mid with that smoke, but Fnatic were so cautious they pushed the wave just with the Mjolnir of the Juggernaut. So well aware that Complexity may look to make a play with Roshan respawning soon, with Bounty Rune spawning.
BKB as well on Brew. That is huge. There's no chance you're going to be able to stop Ice from splitting now. And in addition, he can just get aggro, blink in, do some damage before split, secure Fnatic a big window to win these fights. And CoL, they're behind their shrine.
They're looking to get the jump on the Fnatic side. 343 will pop the smoke. He doesn't know this right away. The Orb's going to get vision of him, so they do end up scouting him out here. And the Burrow Strike only going to catch the Jabs Undying here. Not really the best hero to go on here. Can he get the Tombstone off? It doesn't look like it. As Ice pops the BKB, looks to finish off 343, who they do take a little while to bring down here. Miracle waveforming on forward. They get the lasso coming out. They're going to bring down Puck. Abed's been punished once again. No buyback being used. Oh, nice Burrow Strike with the epicenter. Z-Freak's going to catch out 2-man stun here, and Miracle's completely trapped in the surfboards. Finally gets out with the waveform. He's staying in that strength mode here, but he's getting very, very low in the Undying form. Here comes DJ. He's going to get taken out by the side. Limps Lena from the trees, causing all sorts of problems. And Ice the Primals, but it feels like it came out a bit too late here. And the blink from Monkeys means that Ice doesn't even get that kill. He's completely on his lone. MP ended up getting brought down by the Lena. Limp on like a quarter health.
Oh, almost perfect timing. He would have been able to cancel the blink if
they may still chase him down though. Ice does have a TP, but I think he knows. Yeah, he's just trying to farm creeps here. He's now going to try bring down Monkeys, but I don't think he's going to be too fruitful in that. Yeah, they're tipping Ice while they go for the kill, and they will get the complete team wipe. Complexity come out on top. Despite Fnatic getting the jump, it was the fact that 343 was in the trees, and he's the one they found.
He survived for so long too.
Yeah.
He just did not go down. And Jabs, that's another fight where he dies before he gets the tomb down. Like, I think you've just got to drop it from the high ground. Instead, he wanders down, catches the Burrow Strike, and just dies immediately.
It looked like, to me, like, I don't think that's how Complexity generally want to start a fight with a Blink Burrow on an Undying. Like, that to me was like, oh, that's not how they want to start. But then the fact they kill him before Tombstone was like, okay, that's actually...
And it's a great job by Monkeys. He picked up that second item, Yules, okay? And he's just going for Abed. He recognizes, look, Puck will die if I can just find that initial lockdown. So he's using an aggro Yules to cancel the Lincolns and then immediately finding the lasso. And Abed, just all game really, it's kind of been the story where he's being outplayed. He's making mistakes. And if he were able to, like, obviously, you know, you play perfect, you never die. But in this game, Abed, I've seen him play these sorts of games. And all 3 of his deaths, he could have prevented with either better positioning or maybe just a little better clicking. But hey, even game, it's still flip-flopping, not more than 1,000 gold separating these 2 teams.
I mean, seeing a Puck with 6 deaths is not something you would expect, particularly out of Abed. But as it stands, it's still anyone's game. Small 1,000 gold lead for Fnatic, despite how that fight went. Both teams, I think, well aware that Roshan is going to be on the cards. It has respawned here. Complexity want to push out that bottom lane, and with the Boots of Travel and the Batrider, they can do so very efficiently without, you know, sacrificing TP cooldowns.
You just got to get your spells off. I think specifically, Tomb has to go down, and Brew's got to split a bit faster. Once that goes off, you make space in the fight for your Jug, for your Puck, to find the targets they'd like to go for. All these Fnatic heroes right on top of that dire Observer Ward, it will be taken down. Very good decision there. You don't want to be in this critical location under enemy vision.
That's where running into that Enchantress was so good, because Brewmaster doesn't want to jump on an edge to use split. You're waiting to find you know, a Lina or someone, even a Sanking, throwing up the Morphling in there, whoever it may be, you just...
Yep.
Enchantress is the worst target to run into if you're Fnatic, but you still have to burst her, which they just didn't do a good job.
Look at the item from Limp. He got so many kills in that last fight. He finishes his Orchid, and he has a plate mail to boot. So with the BKB, even if he tanks an Omni Slash with Brew on top of him, he really won't take too much physical damage. And if there's ever an opportunity where Jug's Manta is used, where the Linken's on Puck is down, a quick Orchid should be able to find that kill. I like the decision from Abed, though. He gets the Yules to try and deal with this so he can play a bit more safe in these fights, because he's dying. It's not about lack of damage output. And his next choice, Aghanims. So sick in this game. It applies Leash, I believe through the BKB on Morph would prevent the waveform. And in addition, Lina can no longer run away, and he just will get clicked down by a BKB Brew. They find the lasso, however.
Yeah, speaking of that, Lisa are going to catch the Enchantress up north. It's the Brewmaster who's been lassoed, and that's the much bigger kill, as Ice immediately buys back. I think he knows what's at stake, and it's Roshan off of this team fight. But before we get there, we've got to see how this one unravels here. The buyback from Ice, he's TP'd to the shrine. He's trying to get back here in time, and the chase from Complexity have got so much stun and lockdown. They're going to get DJ with the Burrow Strike here. Ice is back, but he may regret this one. He's just going to pop the BKB, but he can't run. He TP'd to this fight. He needs to find a way to blink on out. Abed as well, taking some damage. He needs to get out of this one. Can they get the stun or any lockdown or stop his blink? They're not going to stop the blink. Abed, the Linken's, he jaunts to the high ground here. The chase is still on with the Firefly, though. MP's just trying to push the waves up top, and Abed now with the Yule Scepter as well. He's trying to do whatever he can to stay alive. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve, but is it going to be enough? Abed jaunts close to the shrine. He has the Linken's back up. He's got no blink for a little bit longer, and I don't think he's actually going to be able to get this one okay. He barely gets out with that blink, and he will still survive. Puck just so damn elusive. Jabs is now respawned, and he's going to go back in. They get the silence on Miracle. He is a very tanky, as well as a Ghost Scepter Ethereal Morphling, taking no damage from that Omni Slash, and MP just did absolutely zilch with an Omni Slash. The chase is still on, though, and Miracle with the Stolen Blade Fury in that Juggernaut form doing some good moves to get himself out of that one. They're going to go for the Sanking instead, and both teams trying to reposition and reset. Puck goes all the way forward. Yeah, he's going to use this one. He tries to blink and gets the lasso here. They're trying to burst down the Brewmaster. Ice, that's a dieback. He's dead for 100 seconds now. MP in trouble. He's being slowed by the Skadi. The healing ward goes down. The chase is now on. He's going to Manta style. After he gets Jules, Abed goes in with the blink silence. This waiting rift cooldown talent helping him stay alive. The Serp wants from the low ground. They're going to get a kill. It's the Lina of Limp. He has buyback. He's going to commit it immediately. They really want to take this fight, but they're now losing Enchanters as well. MP with another Blade Fury. He's trying to get himself the hell out of there. They've got to worry about Limp's return to this fight. He's nearby. He's going to get back into this one soon. Miracle is just so damn tanky and hard to deal with, and it's MP's Juggernaut. He does end up getting brought down here. Is he going to go for a buyback? That Shaman has already fought back himself. Abed with the silence. He can't jaunt out of this one. He gets the Linken's back up. He goes for the defensive Yules. Abed's still alive for now. He's going to get stunned up by the Morphling, and that's such a long duration stun that he's got no escape. Miracle getting tipped by his team, who know his decision to stay in this strength morph. He may lack a bit of damage, but he's making up for it with all the lockdown.
He was playing the last 20 seconds of that fight with 5,000 max HP. He's just not a real target. All he's looking to do is apply that Scotty slow. Yeah, you can spin in front of me, but it doesn't matter. And MP, once that Omni Slash is down, the damage output disappears. Ice bought back, so his progression is dead in the water. He's 5,000 gold away from the AC now. And suddenly Complexity have a ton of control in this game. Plus, Lina, as you can see, like, this hero scales. He's going to hit level 25. That level 20 talent where you get an extra 30 attack speed per stack. Like, he hits very hard, and you can see when that Orchid catches, you're going to be able to find a kill, no problem. And just really well played. I think they over-pursued a bit. They went to that Radiant Shrine, and you could see, like, Ice was able to turn around a bit. Z-Freak had been pushing mid, didn't realize that his team was going to continue trying to chase this Abed Puck.
But then Fnatic did the same thing. They also over-pursued. You know, they punished Complexity for going there, and then they were like, okay, let's keep chasing, let's go for them. You know, you see this opportunity to kill the Lina, but she has buyback and is a hero that can use it very effectively. TP's right back in.
Yeah, both teams use buybacks, but it's always favorable to be the guys using it second, because you have this pressure now. You know, Brew, he wants to make something happen. He wants to make sure that this return to form is worth it, but then the enemy side buys back, and you're the ones now dead forever, and they get to claim objective.
And Brewmaster is using buyback when, like, Complexity haven't overcommitted when he buys back. He's just buying back because he knows there's a fight going on he should join, whereas Lina's buying back knowing that Fnatic have overplayed their hand. So, like, he knows, okay, I'm going to use this buyback, and we're going to get something out of it, because we have so much catch and punish with all these stuns. Sanking Burrows, Morphling his stuns.
Yeah, 175 extra attack range now for the Limp Lina. That's his level 25 coming in. They've got the Aegis active on the Morph, and this is where it gets spooky. You've got an E-Blade up on the Morph, like Satanic soon, and he can just get so aggro now that he's got the Aegis up.
Now you can try and play around this ward here. They're going to get the insta-hex on the initiation of the Batrider. Monkeys just gets taken out before he can do anything, and Miracle needs to be careful. He's shackled up. Have they got the damage? They are still focusing him.
Well,
yeah, they're going to go for this kill. They're trying to bring down Miracle.
Ditching.
Yeah, they're just leaving him. He's got an agency. Waveforms to the high ground. They just... Are they going to...
Guys?
They're leaving him to die twice.
Guys?
They're ditching.
Wow. That... God, I hate to say it. Well played, Fnatic. They're camping a high ground. They are behind. They recognize they don't want to take a fight like just pure 5-on-5. But what's CoL doing? You got the game. Like everything's coming together. The plan has worked. You're in a super secure position. You finally have this big lead. And what, you waveform forward for a creep wave? Monkeys, which are like, what? Monkeys had buyback and bots and BKB. Is that not a time you want to fight?
Use that buy. Yeah, just go protect your Morphling and use that buyback. I guess they're probably feeling that game 3 pressure where it's like, if we do this, we could just be throwing the game. If we lose this fight off of buybacks,
they just had all these items. Like they had Shivas and Courier, a BKB Sand King. It was like. It was go time. You were ready.
It is very difficult to fight around that cliff because Fnatic had that ward vision high ground. I think Dire dropped a ward that got dewarded right away. But the second you lose that Batrider, oh crap, they were camping this hill. They're camping their ward. They have vision.
Yeah.
We don't.
I mean,
maybe let's just.
And maybe we need to just criticize Miracle for that because in reality, you have Aegis, top and mid are pushing in. Why are you trying to go bottom and waveforming forwards as if the enemy side is just AFK? And it's the difference. Fnatic, they're still playing to win the game, and that move right there seems to me like CoL, just as you said, hesitation. That kills you in Dota. And once again, Fnatic, they're the ones on the aggression. They're going to find one kill.
They're not slowing down at all. Morphling respawning soon, but they're going to have to leave 3-4-3 to be picked off. Just the 5 position, the Enchantress, but something that does lead into bounty runes.
Yep. Look at Abed and what he's got queued up now. Keep in mind that level 25 talent, 420 gold per minute.
What's Abed going for? Oh, Dagon.
Dagon, yeah. And you get the gold to get Dagon 5 real quick when you've got that talent completed. So I expect to see him just try and farm as much as he can, get that solo XP going. It's just so much GPM.
And he has got an Arcane Rune for the upcoming fight. He's got that Waning Rift cooldown talent, so it just gives you such low cooldowns. It is the best rune to have on Puck in these mid to late game team fights.
Yep. And yeah, he's going to get the Tome. It's all about level 25. He's going to immediately skill up.
Yeah. I mean, normally you wouldn't see a hero use Tome when they were that close to 25, but it just instantly...
It's so worth it. It pays for itself in like less than a minute. Less than 30 seconds.
It's like he could have maybe found 2 or 3 waves and his teammates could have got to 25 a bit faster, but...
And that's the concern for CoL. Like, it's still a very close game, don't get me wrong, but there's been a Midas on ice for a while now. Suddenly, Abed is going to be getting 420 GPM for free. And it's not like anything coming up soon is going to change. Like, this was peak CoL strength. They finished the BKBs. Lina has the Shivas. Like, there's a DD bottled. BKB bad. BKB, like, it's so good, but you don't want to do anything now until the Aegis fight, which is going to be potentially up to 6 minutes away.
And the nice secondary part of the Might, it's not just the keeping up with your economy, it's also getting level 25. Getting level 25 as a 3 position is something Ice is going to do well before the complexity side.
And not just that, he got the talents, like 100 attack speed at 20 as expected, and that 175% Drunken Brawler critical strike damage. Lots, it's a mouthful, but you're critting for over 400% damage. Like, it's so much DPS.
Hold that thought. There's going to be a smoke on smoke action in mid. They get the instant blink defensively. X being used the long range there.
Nice Lincoln.
Zephyrix goes in with the BKB. He's going to epicenter this one. He's going to guarantee to get it off, but he dies to the Omnislash. But Omnislash does not bounce it, and the CoL's going to catch it too. And it's going to surround the Sand King as well as the Enchantress. Enchantress goes down. The chase is on. Monkeys pop this BKB. It's going to wear off very, very soon. And the Puck with this Arcane Rune able to just keep chasing and using spells. The Hex from so far away. This cast range of the Shadow Shaman able to put complexity on the back foot, and they are probably going to have to use some buybacks here.
And not up on Zephyrix for 40. Monkeys does have his available, and just also like, man, I want Adam to find some kind of aura creep here. A wolf would be amazing when you consider that he does have a Morphling on his side. BKB money is possible for Miracle, but he wants to save the buyback. It's a dangerous position. You may need to give away this rack. It's still 4-on-5. 3-on-5.
Goes moving forward. We'll get the Blade Fury out. It's going to keep on.
Soul Cuirass on the way as well.
Lexi looks like they have... we didn't drawn out. Abed? He's still in the base.
Yeah, but look, Monkey's forever. He bought back. He bought back and he got a last ult, but there was a shackle to respond. He just died back.
I mean, it was Abed who they thought they were punishing Abed, who was still in the enemy base. They will get down Ice. What is going on here? Some of these kills, there's just so much lockdown and burst potential on both sides. And MP, he does have a TP. He didn't go for it during the Blade Fury. The Glimmer Cape's going to help bail him out.
And no buyback gold on Ice, who somehow died without BKBing or splitting.
Yeah, he got
that was the GG moment for Fnatic if they just didn't feed. And where did Jabs die? He was inside. No, he got chased, I suppose. But either way, that was...
I mean, there were so many heart attack moments there. Like, Abed suddenly was in enemy high ground, and he didn't, after not joining to his orb, and then barely survived on a sliver of HP. Ice got caught in LSA Laguna that brought him down.
And this is the right choice. He's not going to max the Dagon. He went for bots, and now he's going to get Ags. Ags is just sick, because if Ice can just use his spells, okay, blink into the coil after it's applied, and just beat on people, split as it ends, like, you're going to kill whatever gets coiled. Even Miracle is going to be in some serious trouble.
Well, with a lot of these buybacks either down or on cooldown, both teams must be a little bit cautious. Both Puck and Jug on the Fnatic side do have theirs, and Ice, his has come off cooldown, so he just needs a bit of money to get there. So we're kind of entering that point where a lot of buybacks were used in that last big team fight, but both teams, outside of the ones we just saw, which was Batrider and Enchantress, are going to have their key buybacks on their carries.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game. I think DJ is the X factor thus far. You've seen so many shackles that just find kill after kill. That whole Aegis turnaround where they got Miracle twice, that's just DJ. And this is why I love this hero. And I think Rasta, even though it's still picked by almost everybody, it's underpicked. It provides so much for you.
And
so many ward traps this game.
Such an impactful item to have.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
perfect.
Can't cancel your shackles. I feel like we've seen a lot more of the BKB on Shadow Shaman just because teams are realizing, well, we're playing this as a 4, and when you get this BKB, no one can really deal with it.
And if you look at the Dire lineup, right, if he gets Lincolns as he's BKB shackling someone, there's no method of canceling it. The lasso would be the only option, and you can't puncture Lincolns through BKB with anything. Nobody's really buying an Abyssal Blade at any point either. Yep. Limp 5k saved. He will be going for Bloodthorn next item. I'm trying to think if maybe there would be something better, but I can't come up with anything. He wants to keep Cheese in slot as well. And he will finish off that item. Has enough gold preserved for buyback, but this is nice here. Blink Nullifier now active on MP. If they get the jump, Fnatic will run away with this fight, and it looks like we're going to see one in just a moment.
Pops the Arcane Rune preemptively. He's going to have the Ag Scepter coming out of his backpack. MP goes in with a Nullifier. He's going to go on Limp here. He doesn't get to chase him. The E-Blade being used defensively by Miracle to try and help Limp out. And there's going to be the chase. They get the lasso on the Ice connects. He kill him off with the BKB. It doesn't look like it. He gets Silence and Stunned after. Ice will end up dying. The BKB did not last long enough. Jabs does get the tombstone off this fight. Long-range Shackles coming out, but Miracle's gone charging forward, and Fnatic are in full retreat.
Oh, double stun!
Oh, yes. Zefrit gets out too with his BKB as well being popped, and Abed in all sorts of trouble as well. We've seen him escape a lot of these situations already. He needs to try and get out with his life, and it looks like MP, similar scenario. Jug in all sorts of trouble. He bought the Nullifier. He's got no buyback. This is going to be the end for Fnatic in this team fight, at least possibly the game. No buyback on Shaman or Jug.
Look at the lanes, though. Abed did a great job.
Yes.
Pushed out mid. Now he's going to run straight towards bottom. Maybe looking to cut one more wave middle, because, again, like, you can't kill that hero anymore, and if he just keeps these lanes pushed, sure, you've won a big fight on CoL, but Roche isn't active. Well, 20 seconds it is, however, and that's a refresher shard. No one gets too much use out of it. Maybe the double lasso. A great fight. Just a great job from CoL recognizing, oh crap, they're here. The BKBs are popped. Heavy initiation. Immediate Omni Slash from MP. I think a big mistake. Let Abed go first.
Yeah,
you need the coil for the lockdown. Instead, CoL are able to reposition 1,500 units further back, and then they turn it around. They get Ice once again, miscuing. BKB fades. Lassoed, well played by Monkeys to do it as it was fading, so he can't get split off, but they're then able to overlap that stun. 100-0 him. There is still no save active on this Fnatic lineup.
So many clutch plays. Like it looked like
a lot of stuff
it looked like that lasso on the BKB was like, okay, Ice, if this BKB outlasts the lasso, he'll easily get split off. But the fact it doesn't, the E-Blade from Miracle didn't actually matter because Leon was already pushed away from the fight, and the Omni Slash was already on different targets. I think it was on like a creep wave. So
he had Cheese too, and I guess you can't use it when you're nullified, but he's too tanky as well. 2,000 HP, has the Shivas. It's just too much. You gotta let Abed go first. It's that simple. They did buy a lot of time. Aegis will now be a factor. I think you might give up this one Rax, wait to be at full strength.
You've got 10 seconds on Jug, you're not in position. They will glyph it, so it's going to be Jug alive. Shadow Shaman is such a key hero for these fights, particularly with that fresh BKB. That you may just want to let I think he's just buying time. I think he realizes this primal split in these fights is not going to be the big difference maker necessarily. I mean, it could be. This Cyclone is always annoying in a team fight.
They're only going to go for the tier 3.
Are they looking to punish this one? They get another Cyclone Limp. He may have an Aegis, but he doesn't have buyback. So he needs to play very cautiously. And
I think it's okay. Okay, you get the tier 3, kill the shrines, get vision advantage.
You know, 48 minutes in, you get a lane of racks there. Even if you get out without dying, it's not a game changer.
Yeah.
It's not like getting a racks at 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, and they had 5k on the Morph. He wants to be able to finish his Satanic. Mostly for that instant heal, of course, when you pop it. But the status resist, especially when you're playing against so much disable, it's very nice to have as this hard position Morph. And remember, he has no Aegis. They gave it to Lina, who is very much more the glass cannon of these engagements.
Oh, look at this. Fnatic's scanning their cliff again. They want to go and get a ward up here and play around this spot. Yeah, they sentry, observer it. Are they just going to camp their ward once again? You got to think Complexity learnt their lesson from last time, but
yeah.
They're going to go camp their own vision, which is over on the top side of the mid lane.
And I just feel Miracle 10-1-17. We all know what mistake it was that led to that single death, but played near flawlessly up to this point, top in the network charts. I gave him so much criticism at the start of the year, and I still do, but he's certainly improved a ton as a player. CoL, they look to close out one of the best 6 teams in the world.
Yeah, they're glyphing to keep their creep wave alive and Limp using that attack range just to focus down the racks. If Fnatic want, they kind of can let this one go, but they want to try and defend it as best as possible. ISS goes blinking with the BKB.
3-4-3. It wants to be the living ward to provide the vision, but
yeah, he walked on high ground.
Yeah, he was
there.
just standing there like he was much stronger than he was.
It's like, well, somebody has to give tower vision so Alina can hit from the low ground.
I'll do it.
Me, why not?
A bit over-aggressive, but it's cool. You got the range racks.
Well, I think most importantly, you can take out these shrines, which are pretty key when you're talking about Roshan, particularly that top shrine being such a close access to Roshan.
The concern is just remember that there's a like the 420 GPM talent, all right?
But it's
Abed is blazing it. You can see he's got the haste rune.
A 5-slotted puck versus 6-slotted puck. Like you're not gonna that next item that you get doesn't make as big a difference as like those first few items.
True, but it gets to a point where he can just solo Galench and wait, what? Monkeys?
You got
Again?
Hex and Omni Slash. They just gonna commit everything for him. They're gonna catch Z-Freak on the high ground here. He can't
CoL,
TP. He BKBs, but with the coil,
he might have enough time.
I don't think he does. It's a pretty short BKB, right? And he gets Hex up now and
what?
We're suddenly quiet here on the casting desk.
I swear, it's like the call gets to this point where you're in a lead.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, what can we do to like give away this advantage? It's not fair. You know, Fnatic, we feel bad about this. Let's try and give away our edge and let you back into this game. And it just boggles my mind. Like, you got 2 buybacks available on CoL, but you were, again, in this huge position where you've got Aegis, you've got the items you needed. There's nothing else to do other than go take a goddamn fight as 5 heroes.
They made so many clutch plays in that last team fight, and then, yeah, they followed up with those kind of flubs, essentially. They can't feel good about that one. They do have buybacks on these heroes. They're probably going to need to use if they want to defend here. The Sand King going to be the first. They're going to hold on to Monkeys as DJ actually very far forward, has the Glim Cape with the BKB, gets caught by the dust though, and they lose the Shadow Shaman, who does a buyback here. The Juggon charging forward with his own BKB. They're going to find Jabs in some trouble. Does have the Tombstone on death, so he does get a Tombstone off Undying, and the Lasso on Puck is going to bring down Arbit, who does have buyback. He's going to immediately use it. Both teams committing so many buybacks through this fight. MP being slowed by the sky, going for the TP. Is the damage there? It's going to be close. MP,
it's a long TP.
Goes down.
It's a long TP. He didn't go back to base.
No.
He went to Shrine. He went to bottom Shrine.
Ice does not get the blink off after the split here. Luckily, MP does have buyback. Both teams, I think, committing about 5 or 6 buybacks in total in that fight, and Fnatic are going to probably have to commit 2 more, at least maybe one of those heroes to defend
It'll
the high
be
ground.
just the Miracle Morph with the buyback remaining if both of these cores on Fnatic choose to use theirs, which I imagine they must do. If CoL looked to actually get aggressive for once here.
There's no rotation, so you should try and force
now.
those buybacks. DJ with a DD, that's not going to do too much on him, but... So yeah, and that was a Jug TPing somewhere where someone had already TP'd for a longer TP. Okay, it looked like it.
He certainly would have lived otherwise, and it's go time now. 5-on-5. This is when it gets real, folks. Nobody with buyback.
There will be one hero with buyback, and it's the Morphling.
Yeah.
Well, if they use these double buybacks in the Fnatic side.
I think CoL need to force them to do so, but you got to play safe. Remember, nobody.
DJ goes up the side, they get a surf towards the puck. He's long gone, looking in. DJ's in all sorts of trouble. Even though he's got the BKB, Miracle's just punishing him every time with the right-click damage here. Limps, he's been thrown up in the air. I don't think he's got buyback. He's in all sorts of trouble. There's just no buybacks outside the Morphling, and they're ignoring Miracle. They're like, you're too tanky. We're going to kill the rest of you. The Shaman Brew have gone down with the Epicenter Burrow Strike. They want Jabs. He's just an Undying, though. They could have focused bigger fish, and it's going to be MP's Juggernaut, who's been lassoed during the spin here. MP pops the Manta Style. He cannot really hold his ground against Miracle, but he's doing his best with him. He gets the Omni Slash on. He bounces over to Monkeys. He's splitting the damage. He kinks out Monkeys. Can he win the fight against Miracle now with the help from Jabs? It doesn't look like he can. It's just Morphling versus the world. His entire team is dead. He's going to get one kill. He wants the second on Jabs. Oh, well, gets the slow. Can he find more here? I think he should be able to bring down the Undying. The Puck, where are you? He's pushing out the mid lane, but there's a creep wave in top. You cannot go for that mid wave. He's got to come back to defend, but I don't think he's got the answers from Miracle, and Miracle may just win this game on his own. He's going for the tier 4s. Why the hell
There's no buybacks. It's one-on-one. One-on-one to see who wins the game here, and unfortunately, Abed, you can't pressure base. That's not going to make a difference here.
I mean, Abed cannot really trade blows here. He can try and deal with. He needs to just take out these creeps. Hope for the backdoor protection to kick in and save the day, but Miracle's just going to go straight to his throne.
I think he'll get tier 4s. I don't think he can get thrown.
We'll find out soon enough. Miracle is still going for those tier 4s. Backdoor protection kicks in soon, I believe. He's going for some more damage. What's he buying here? Gets a Desolator.
Because Lina just got buyback off cooldown, so he's immediately going to move forwards. He's popped the smoke, everything. Let's go.
Protection. Okay, now it's kicked in. Is this going to be enough? He's out.
I think it works.
Damaging it just barely, it looks like. Does Lina have boots of travel level 2?
They got it.
Look like it. Yeah, he's
going to win
the throne. It's over. Complexity, Miracle with this Deso pickup. He's won. He's bursting it down. Puck's just nowhere to be seen. It's GG, and Complexity have knocked Fnatic down into the lower